Alright, so let's start. Tally counter. This one is the arrow symbol. So it's from September. Day 8, part 1. Actually, there's no part 2, it's just day 8. Today is on the 7th August 2025. Let's use this. How about this? Wait, this looks cool. Okay, from here to here. I'll be honest with you, I got no idea. Humdrum Singaporean saying Happy National Day Singapore. Two times. Up, up. Up, up. Up, up. Down, down. Good. It's the best Singaporean. Hello, that's nice. Hello to you too. Thanks so much for coming by to Malaysia. How's today? Happy Thursday. Today will be the entire full day of live streaming. So right now it's 9:38 AM on the 7th of August 2025. Happy Thursday. I'll be live streaming the entire day. So it's going to be more than 12 hours of live stream. Even though it's a weekday, it's in the morning, I should be working. Well, not today. Yeah, today is more towards saying Humdrum Singapore, saying Happy National Day Singapore a lot of times, several different times. Give me a while. Alright, cool, I'm back. Oh yes, it's still morning. I'm having my lunch break from work soon. Hope to pop by while streaming for long. Yeah, today will be a very long live stream. Hopefully I can say a few tens of thousands of times, 几万次. 能说几万次就几万次吧. So the word 万 in Chinese means 10,000. 千 means 1,000. 万 means 10,000. So 几万次, 3 characters, a few tens of thousands. Yeah. Listen. Let me give you a thanks. You are literally the second individual to come to my chat. Thanks. 77%. Not bad. 77. Not bad. Your turn. You can try with the exclamation of thank or thanks. Likewise, thanks. 64%. Not bad. 64%, not bad. It's good enough. Thank you. let me begin. 加油加油加油 It's gonna be a long day. Let's begin. Happy National Day, Singapore. You got this. Thank you. Happy National Day, Singapore. 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 I'm going to double check on my voice. Happy National Day, Singapore. Happy National Day, Singapore. Good job. Okay, good job. My voice is shift a little bit. I can beatbox to this literally. Alright, Susha, in 3, 2, I'm gonna say Happy National Day Singapore for like 200 times. So do your best, okay? In 3, 2, 1, go. Happy National Day Singapore, 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 Happy National Day Singapore. Happy National Day Singapore, 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 Happy National Day Singapore. Wait, Happy National Day Singapore is what I heard when I hear it fast long. Keep it up. Happy National Day Singapore, 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 Happy National Day Singapore. Happy National Day Singapore, 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 Happy National Day Singapore. This sounds like a good clubbing song. Oh, in fact, I've never actually been to a proper club in Singapore. No, like in Singapore, we call it Zouk Out. That means there's a place called Zouk in Singapore for Singapore nightlife, and I've never been there before. From what I heard, currently in the year 2025, from like the more 老教 individual, 老教 means the more veterans individual, if you know what I mean. They recommend they say that Singapore nightlife is there, but it's not as bizarre, it's not as wild as other places. Singapore is more towards 遵守规矩, follow the law by law type of basis. So there's still nightlife, don't get me wrong, but it's not as wild out, it's not as up there in comparison to other places in Singapore, to other places. You get the point. How about in Australia? I've been to Clarke Quay, but I'll be honest, it's not the best. It's I've been to Clarke Quay before, but during daytime. I never actually experienced Clarke Quay night. Have I? No, not the dancing clubs. Not the dancing clubs. It's mostly just a restaurant. Go there, eat. Thailand has better nightlife. Melbourne nightlife is alright, but Sydney has no nightlife. Oh, I've never been to Thailand before. Although geographically speaking, Singapore is closer to Thailand than Australia to Thailand. It depends city by city. Singapore, the city is the nation. The nation is the city. So by default, there's only one place, the central of Singapore, and that's it. The nightlife. The nightlife. I've never been there. The places that I go to, I kid you not, school, library, martial art classes. You never been to Thailand before? Yeah, it's so close to you. Yeah, sadly, I've never been to Thailand before. No, I've been to Vietnam before for like a volunteer trip, school trip. Volunteer school trip. Back then, I was still very very young. I was like under 18, right? I think am I 18? Yeah, under 18. I was under 18 years old back then. My classmates were all under 18 back then. I think. Right? I think yeah. I think so, maybe. It was a school trip. Go to Vietnam back then. I've never been to other places. I've been to Southeast Asia, right? I've been to Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam. Southeast Asia. These 4 countries. So sorry. And when I mentioned like Indonesia, I'm talking about like Batam. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Batam once with family. So a lot of things is more towards the wholesome, family-friendly side of things in my life. Sorry. Like a obedience, 乖乖 boy boy, that kind of thing. Happy National Day Singapore, 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 Happy National Day Singapore. Like, I'm so sorry, no offense, but like I've seen Singaporean lifestyle, it does look a little boring, but yet is very good for economic wise. Haha. I understand. It just works. Yeah. A lot of law by law stuff, rules and regulations, strict rules and regulations in comparison to other places. There's pros and cons to it. The pros and cons to it, pros is like things get under control. The downside to it is, well, limitation of how the creativity can go sometimes, and the ideas that can flow sometimes. Yeah, the limitations to it. Limitation of statute sometimes. Yeah. In comparison to other places lah. Like for example, I've never been to Australia. I've never been to USA. I've never been to these places, and I heard that these places have more more wild experiences, I suppose, in comparison to Singapore. And unfortunately, even I have never been to Singapore nightlife, so sorry. Happy National Day Singapore, Happy National Day Singapore, Happy National Day Singapore, Happy National Day Singapore, Happy National Day Singapore. But if you want to have stability, like reliability, Singapore is where to go. Yeah, but hence that's what makes it more disciplined, orderly, and safe. Yes, disciplined, orderly, and safe. I was thinking of like resilient, stable, steady. Yeah, that's good. You don't need nightlife to really have fun. True. To be fair, true. I can't really say, I can only say okay, cool, because I can't really say much because I've never actually experienced it before. I mean, it exists in Singapore, just in comparison to other places, it's not the hype there. But to be fair, if you want like to have a stable lifestyle, a stable, reliable lifestyle, Singapore is the way to go. Happy National Day Singapore, 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 Happy National Day Singapore. Don't worry, my guys, Singapore is actually nice for some peace and quiet. Exactly. Oh, fun fact, there's like I read up on different researchers and professors and just experts in the field, and most of the time they give up on two different hypotheses on what Singapore have in for the future. Most of the time it's like this country might have a war, this country might have a civil war, this country might have a 50% chance of being safe, this country might have a high chance of being in turbulence. In Singapore, from what I know, there are two possible future in Singapore. One is for the next 20 years, it is peace, prosperity, development, growth, wealth, become wealthy, become richer, citizens get betterment for everyone in Singapore. That is for the next 20 years. On the other hand, it is for the next 50 years, Singapore growth, Singapore betterment, Singapore become peaceful, richer, so on and so forth. So there's two possible options, and both options is positive. 20 years of it and 50 years of it. This is the possible two options. After 20 years, they can't make a guarantee. After 50 years, they can make a guarantee. These are the two possible futures of Singapore. Yeah. I have to admit, Singapore is nice for introverts like me. Australia is too social and extrovert at times. Oh. I understand. Well, yeah, I understand. Thank you so much for sharing. I've never been to Australia. I want to experience Australia life. Yeah. Happy National Day Singapore, 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 Happy National Day Singapore. Sorry. If you fingers crossed some come to Melbourne one day, I'll be delighted to show you around. Oh, thank you so much. Maybe IRL live streams in Melbourne. That'll be cool. Okay, to be honest with you, I don't know where is Melbourne. I know where is Melbourne. It's a place that exists, but the exact location is when in doubt there's always Google. When in doubt there's always Google. Melbourne maps. So this is Melbourne on maps. It's on the south, east, south of Australia. It's the very, very south of Australia. Is it correct to call it south, east, southeast of Australia? I actually do IRL streams around Melbourne and just show the simple life around the city. Nothing too extreme, haha. So this is Melbourne. It's very southeast of Australia, I suppose. Yeah. Perth is over here, which is very west. Which is very west. And okay, so where's Kangaroo Island? Oh, the legendary Kangaroo Island. Sydney, yeah, there you go, Sydney. This is the place where Finding Nemo was, right? Finding Nemo. Yes, it's bottom south and cold. Cold? In order to be cold, it must be very far from the equator, right? The equator is at where? Okay, so this is the equator. The equator is... Okay, Singapore is... So this is the equator, okay. Singapore is very close to the equator, thus it's hot. Oh, Melbourne is actually quite far from the equator. from the planet's equator. So okay, understandable that it's cold. New Zealand is even colder New Zealand is even souther than Melbourne New Zealand. Wow. Singapore only has humid and rain. We have 4 seasons. Singapore have a sunny day and rainy day. There's no summer, there's no winter, there's no autumn, there's no spring, there's no... Sorry. You know the awkward thing is, my friends came to Singapore preparing for the 4 seasons clothing. And then after a while, was like, wait, Singapore don't have 4 seasons? Yeah, no, Singapore have sunny day and rainy day. And that's it. How about spring? It's like, no. How about summer? No. How about autumn? No. How about winter? No. It's every single day for 365 days is only sunny day and rainy day. Yeah. Correct. So glad I left Singapore because I cannot tahan the heat, man. Right, I respect your decision. I respect your decision. Melbourne. Melbourne seems cool. Melbourne seems cool. Australia is huge. Just Melbourne alone is. I'm actually curious. Size comparison to Singapore. Melbourne is roughly 14 times larger than Singapore. Wow. 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 Does Melbourne have 4 seasons? Yes, experience 4 distinct seasons: summer, autumn, winter, spring. Okay, I learned something new. Yeah, look at some pictures of Melbourne. Welcome to Melbourne. 12. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? 12 p.m. 12:30 p.m. No way. No way. So true and real. Wait, really? No way. Oh my gosh, this is even more extreme. This is even more extreme. This is in the span of 2 minutes. In the span of 2 minutes. 1:30 p.m. 1:32 p.m. Like this, yeah. So after it rains, the sun comes out like that. Okay. Wow. That is a bit unexpected, to be honest with you. Wait. This looks funny. This looks funny. 10:34 a.m. That's right. 10:34 a.m. 11:41 a.m. 1:50 p.m. Wow. Cloudy, rainy, sunny. It is. That's why I always have a sweater and coat in my bag. I feel bad for you, man. I honestly feel bad for you, man. Like Singapore, you are no worries just wearing a t-shirt and shorts. If you want to, you can also wear t-shirts and long pants, and that's it. In Singapore, just practically anywhere. There's no need for you to worry about rainy day. And if there's rains, there's always the reliable shelter built by the government. The 盖走廊, the overhead shelter, is very trustworthy in Singapore. And also, it's wheelchair friendly as well. It's just Melbourne. The rest of Australia is more consistent. Because more towards it's further away from the Earth equator, right? It becomes you need to have a coat and beanie with you. Beanie and coat. Oh, cool. Well, let's see. Beanie. Sorry, Melbourne residents. outfit. I notice is a lot of long pants, and a lot of long pants, or it's either long pants or skirts, and long sleeves. Some is short sleeve, a lot is long sleeve. But I don't see anybody wearing. Okay, there's some wearing hats, but I don't see a lot of people wearing headgear. Headwear. Yes, it's perfect during summer. Summer months. December, January, February are warmer months. Warmer weather. 14 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius. That is aircon temperature in Singapore. So our Christmas can be really hot. No, you're this. I kid you not, 25 degrees Celsius, to me at least, is air conditioner temperature. Just like the aircon switch to the 25 degrees Celsius, that kind of things. Yes, sir. See how nice the weather can be here. Alright, maybe go to Melbourne for as a tourist. Maybe go. Don't you wish you had that in Singapore? We had. That's why we have a lot of shopping malls with a lot of aircons. Yeah, aircons. Like right now in Singapore. Okay, so right now it's 10:02 a.m. My windows are closed. The door is closed. I'm just sweating right now. There's zero air ventilation. There's zero air ventilation in the room right now, in the current atmosphere. So it's super hot. Some of the sun is just up there, so ooh, it's hot. It's very hot. Melbourne. Melbourne summer months. Ooh, wow. When it gets cold here, we need to use heater. Question. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Sorry. Can I ask you a question? Question. Yes or no? Yes, please. What is a heater? What's a heater? Like a genuine question. What is a heater? Is it like up there, like okay, like air conditioning, right? Is up there. Is it like similar to this, but it produces hot air? But how? Heat rises, cold air sinks. How? So where do you put your heater at? Because heat rises, air conditioning, but it produces hot air. Correct. Oh my days, I feel so bad. Okay, so where do you position it? Because I know heat rises, so you do not place your heater up there, right? You place your heater down, I suppose. So there's a mode on your aircon to have a heat feature. Oh, but won't it be necessary for you to have two different devices? One for the up there, so cold air flow down and hot air rises. I have a heater riser that I put below too. Oh, so you need several different. Oh, understandable. Oh. Sometimes when it's too cold, I have two. Correct. Oh. It is so unfamiliar to me. It is honestly so unfamiliar to me. Our older days have chimneys. Question. Chimneys and fireplace. What is that and what's the difference? But I don't because my house is still new. House! Not apartment, but house. Brother, I live in an apartment. Like 90%, more than 90% of all Singaporeans live in apartments. Like condominiums and HDB. Less than 5% of Singaporeans live in landed property. That means houses. You don't know what chimney is? I've seen manga of it, I've seen anime of it, I've seen Game of Thrones of it, but I don't know. I live in a HDB when I live in Singapore. I've seen those, but I've never actually seen it in real life. So I like, what's the difference between a fireplace and a chimney? Because in Singapore, it's a bit stupid for you to have a chimney or a fireplace because it's a warm country. Sorry. Like if the Amor come over here to Singapore, it's like, oh my gosh, why am I building a house with chimneys? Why? Why? It just doesn't make sense. It just honestly doesn't make sense. Ah, so you put logs and light up a chimney, and the chimney is above your head, your roof to keep all the smoke away. Haha. Fireplace? Fireplace and chimney, what's the difference? Is there a difference? Because if I'm not wrong, in Singapore, the houses is actually in what, since I got the internet. Singapore landed property price. 3 million for small terrace houses and 100 million for good class bungalows. GCBs. $100 million. And used for reference, SGD to Australian dollars. Okay? 3 million. 3 is 3.5, nearly 3.6 million. 3.6 million Australian dollars for one. Yeah. Alamak. Fireplace is where the fire is, chimney is the exhaust. So it's one entire structure lah. Just two different separate parts. Yeah, so the GCB, good class bungalow, is 100 million over 100 million 100,000,000 is, that's a lot of zeros. This is 1,000. This is 1.2, $120 million for a GCB. My cousin in Australia, walao. That's why I stay in my cousin's HDB, because I couldn't be bothered to live in a condo in a house. Condos in Singapore is, okay, what? Condo price. It's over 1 million. It's over $1 million. Range. Price range upwards of $1 million, 3.5 million. So to have a condo, you need to have 1,000,000. So it's $1.2 million Australian, or 3.5, 3,500,000, so, or 4.2 million dollars Australian dollars. 4.2 million dollars Australian dollars. Woof, woof, woof. So a lot of our money goes into our property. How about HDB? HDB price range. BTO prices range from 90k to 750k. Okay, I'm going to use this number, where while resale prices can reach 1 million or more, especially for larger units in prime locations. A BTO is built to order, but our pay in Australia is higher because we have minimum wage. Does Australia have minimum wage? Yes, Australia has a minimum wage. As of July 2025, which is this year, it is minimum of $25.95 per hour. Next, does Singapore have minimum wage? No, Singapore do not have a universal minimum wage. Instead, it utilizes the PWM, progressive wage model, for specific sectors like cleaning, security, landscaping, and retail. So, wow, it is this amount of money. So it's like $20 in Singapore dollars per hour. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. I mean, that's really, really nice. The minimum wage. The minimum wage, that is really nice. It sets like, hey, we want to allow our citizens to at least have a proper life. Actually, you know what? I'm quite curious. Let's say, for example, this amount. That means 950, 960. This amount. Wait, calculator. If I earn this amount of money, how much? Nice, nice, 948. 948 times 4. Sorry, times 4. That means 3.8k lah. 3.8k per month. Average salary in Australia. The average salary in Australia for full-time workers is around $100,000 annually. Monthly. It's around $7,000, 7.7k before tax. So even if you with the minimum wage, it is still less than half of the average salary in Singapore. Oh, that's right. In Australia, even with the minimum wage, it is still less than half of the average salary in the nation. Correct. That's why I was shocked about some of the pay for odd jobs in Singapore. Understandable. I understand what I mean. Yeah. Life gets harder and harder and harder. Literally, life gets harder and harder and harder. I remember there was this one reporter. Okay, there was this one individual that mentioned that my grandfather and my father, they're able to work their entire life with the salary never going above the average salary, never even reaching the average salary, and they're able to have a car, have a house, and provide for their family, provide for 3 kids. It's like, wow. And their average salary, their entire monthly salary was never above or never reached the average salary of the nation. Wow. But you need to have a car, right, in Melbourne? License. Because in Singapore, we don't need a car. Like, if I'm not wrong, like 80% of... One-third of Singaporeans owns car. I find it sad when I see the uncle and auntie still working even at that elderly age. True. Okay, not to say, okay, here also I believe in the proper research, and it shows that at least work like 3 days per week or something like that. Keep your mind occupied, keep your life occupied. If you everyday retire, do nothing at home, you will get weaker, you will get more unhealthy, and you just die off. You get sicker, you get more illness. So yeah, it's mentally not good. It's mentally unhealthy, it's psychologically unhealthy, it's emotionally unhealthy. So even if you are 80 years or 90 years old, here's what I recommend. At least find something to do. Volunteer work, or like 2 days per week or 3 days per week part-time job. Maybe you work 3 hours per day, something like that, to keep your life occupied. Yeah. Yes, preferably you do, but I don't, as I live next to the train station. Congrats. I believe that even if you are 70 years old, 80 years old, you need to work. You need to have your own personal, private life that's outside of family. Even if it's like 3 hours per day of work. I'm trying to say not like 10 hours of work per day, but yeah, just a small minuscule of a life dedicated to something else other than family. So you have to keep your life occupied. Yeah. Yes, agreed, well said. Because it can be, research has shown that it's very unhealthy. It's mentally unhealthy. So for my wife in the future, even if she is pregnant, at least have a hobby, have something, part-time job or whatever, if you're thinking of a job. Because it has been proven so many times in which it becomes mentally unstable for elderly individuals, for men, for women, for human beings in general, if you don't occupy our life with something, anything. Even if you are so boliao to the point in which you are saying, even to the point in which you are so boliao to the point of saying, Happy National Day Singapore, 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 Happy National Day Singapore. At least you are keeping your mind, your life occupied, instead of just doom scrolling on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook or Instagram. Yeah, just wasting your time, just burning your time. At least keep your life occupied. Yeah. You know how I do this sort of challenges? Yeah, if you're bored, just learn a new skill or something like that. So that self-betterment, yes. And also is keep the gray matter in your is it the brain cells in your body functioning well. If you don't use it, you lose it. That's the unfortunate truth about it. I mean, that's how muscles work. That's literally how the human body works. You don't use it, you lose it. Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they taught in army. Yes, yes. That's what they taught about. Indeed. That's right. Hopefully one day, according to my cousins that did NS. Yeah. NS also taught me this: 7 hours of uninterrupted rests, aka sleep. 7 hours of uninterrupted rests. 7 hours of yeah. And also as you grow older, your brain doesn't work as your brain doesn't function as well. Is it that brutal? Depends on what is okay. So for NS, right, depends on what vocation you are appointed to, depends on what units you are appointed to, depends on vocations, units, and the people around you. If you are lucky that 天时地利人和 at the right place at the right time, with the right people, your life in NS is great. If any one of these is things can go bad. If any two of this is not good, then it double bad. If any three of this your life is hell. I can say this because my life was hell for 2 years. But on the bright side, it's 2 years. Every Singaporean son have to go through this. Okay, granted, they say every Singaporean son have to go through this. Bullshit. It's like 90% of Singaporean sons. It's like 99%, 95% of Singaporean sons. I've known of some Singaporean friends of mine, they do not have to do this, or they become Singaporeans and they do not have to go through NS. Yeah. So it's like every Singaporean son have to do this. Statistically speaking, it's like 95%. It's like 99%, 99%. That is the outlier of a single digit. So yeah, I know Singaporeans that fled to here in Australia, they didn't come they come back GG. No. If they go back to Singapore when they are 41 years old, they don't have any problem. They don't have any issue. That means let's say they are in Singapore and they are required to serve NS and they fly to, let's say, Melbourne, and they stay there until they are 41 years old as a male, and then you come back to Singapore, no issue. No issue. That means you have to tahan for 41 years but still kena prison. No. Because in Singapore, right, 40 years old. 40 years old. Thus I say 41 years old Thus I say 41 years old. That means you just 逃兵, you just avoid the being conscripted for national service but can you wait for 20 plus years or not? That means you do not step foot into Singapore for 20 years or so. It's like, is it worth it? Like, honestly, is it worth it? Like, you do not enter into Singapore soil for the next 20 plus years. Is it worth it? I don't know, man. For most Singaporeans, just like for most Singaporeans, we have no choice. We learn Satam. If you are rich, you have the choice to fly here, fly there, fly here, fly there. For most Singaporeans like you and me, the commoners, we don't have the money. So yeah, correct. They must wait 20 years till they can come back to Singapore without issue. That means you do not step foot into Singapore, which is very awkward. Because think from a point of view of like, hey, if you came from Singapore, I believe you have some friends, family members in Singapore. 20 years not seeing them is a bit. Okay, granted, there's like Zoom, there's like Skype, there's like Discord call, so you can interact with each other, correct? And it's not just a small phone. You can purchase the huge monitor in which you can interact with each other, and it looks like the person is next to you in real life. So granted, it is quite possible in this day and age. But you are unable to step foot in Singapore for the next 20 plus years. Until as a man, as a male, 41 years old. So if you are, it's still a sacrifice law. True. So let's say if you are 39 years old, 11 months, and 3 weeks old. You haven't reached your 40 years old birthday yet, and you step into Singapore. I don't know what to say, man, you GG. I don't know what to say, man, you GG. It's still a sacrifice. Also, is Chinese or English your most spoken language? 在家里我是说中文的，在家里我是华语。在家里我说华语，一般上我都是看那些动漫的话，对吗？我是看中文的字幕，或者是我看漫画，然后我看些武侠小说的时候都是写中文的时候，但是在Twitch 的平台上直播间的时候，我必须使用英语，因为说老实话啦 ，Twitch 这个平台是美国的，美国全部是美国人，就说英语，对吗？Look at the top few streamers on Twitch, English. Look at the top few YouTubers on YouTube, English. By default, it's English. For me personally, I speak Chinese at home. 在家里是说中文的 But when you go outside, by default, it's normally English. Unless with my friends and family members, my friends, my close friends, I will speak. Yeah, damn, that's fluent. Damn, 很 fluent 嘞，你的中文 is even better than most Singaporeans. Okay, I got this joke I want to share with you. Okay, so back in my army days, right? Okay, back in my army days, there was this one guy, like 18 years old after JC come over to Singapore. After JC go to army, right? His name is, let's say, Xiaoming. Let's say his name is Wang Xiaoming. Okay, that day he got punished by the officer, the sir. It's like, you, Sergeant Wang Xiaoming, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why can you do this? Your fault, you cause everybody to waste time and And I kid you not, the guy was like unaffected while being scolded. It's like, bro, your patience, wow. I was like genuinely shocked that this youngster, he was much younger than me. He was like after JC go to the army, so he's super young. He was getting punished, getting scolded, and very blah by the superiors, and he was showing no expressions. And then after the entire thing, right? The officer went out already, right? He said the most craziest insane thing. Just now who got punished? He did not even recognize that his own Chinese name is, in this case, Wang Xiaoming. He asked, is there a Wang Xiaoming in our unit? Sir, your name is Wang Xiaoming. You got punished. Bro! He doesn't even recognize his own Chinese name. It's like, bro, he doesn't know his Chinese name. Exactly. Hey, look at my side. Look at the bright side. He was not angry. He forgot everything, and we just bring it up as a joke from time to time because like he genuinely didn't care. It's like just imagine from a point of view on his side. It's like, oh my gosh, the officer is quite angry. Wow, the superior is very angry. This Wang Xiaoming guy, wow, he is F up. This guy messed up big. I wonder who is it. Huh. Little did he know that it was him. What the fuck? Matt Xiaoming, he never responds. Can you imagine, like, someone said, Dyson, you messed up, you did, how could you do that? You are irresponsible, I expected more from you, how can you do this? Your rank, what are you doing? Where did your all training go? When? And your experience is like, who is Dyson? Who is Dyson? Is there a Dyson in our unit? Like, mad respect to him, bro. But it's me. Let's say if you do, like, you didn't recognize that your name is Dyson. Like, bro, that is a cool story to have. To be honest with you, that's a cool story to have. It's like this Chinese dude didn't even recognize his own Chinese name. Brother, 你在家里是说什么的？在家里说中文，在家里说英语。在 brother, your own name. Ah, my goodness. But he can still speak some Chinese here and there. He can still speak some Chinese here and there. For example, if I was to, sometimes the old 老教 come over and say that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 你们一起过来 let's go. And then he was like, okay, so he just say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 10 1 10 2 10 3 10 4 10 5. What is 10 1 10 2 10 3 10 4 10 5? Then he have to cycle through 11 12 13 14 10 1 10 2 10 3. Oh, 11 12 13 14 15. You have to cycle through all this. Love him, oh my god. And the unfortunate thing is, such incidents, such people is very common in Singapore. For the younger generations. Yeah. For the younger generations, they're Chinese CMI. They're Chinese, like, genuinely, honestly CMI. Like, legit, W tahan. The only few Chinese words that he can know are Chinese songs that he sings. He understands Chinese songs, but he cannot read the Chinese songs in the lyrics. It's like, brother, the song is literally, I kid you not, 祝你生日快乐 Brother, 祝你生日快乐 You can't read the words, but he's able to sing it out. It's like 祝你生日快乐 祝你生日快乐 How is your Chinese still good when the majority isn't so good? Because first of all, my parents doesn't speak English. So if I want to communicate with my parents, it's Chinese. Second of all, my understanding is I want to read manga, 看漫画. So these are the few 漫画 that I normally watch. 比方说那个斗破苍穹还是妖神记，斗破苍穹、妖神记，还有那个魔王大管家，斗破苍穹武动千秋，武动乾坤。These are some good Chinese manga that is fresh shonen, and I just started reading it. Just started reading these words, and some words in which I don't know. I just Google it. Oh, Google it. Okay, this word. Oh, that's what it means. Oh, really? Although your parents are Singaporeans, they don't speak Chinese. No, but don't speak. No, they speak Chinese. They don't speak English. Their English are very lousy. Because most that don't speak English will be from China. No, Malaysia as well. The older generation of Malaysia as well. I mean speak English. Yeah, the Malaysians as well. The older generation of Malaysians. The newer my current generation of Malaysians, they can speak or they can speak English a little 一点点 English 一点点 I can speak. Yeah, they come from Malaysia and Singapore. This is a very common thing. Majority of Singaporeans, from what I know, a huge majority, a huge portions, a huge fractions, a significant fraction of Singaporeans, their grandparents come from Malaysia, or their great grandparents come from Malaysia, or their parents come from Indonesia, or their great grandparents come from Malaysia, or in my case, parents come from Malaysia or parents come from Indonesia. Yeah. So yeah, their great grandparents or their grandparents come from Malaysia or come from Indonesia because it's neighboring countries. Yes, correct. My Singapore friends also have Malaysian parents and grandparents. Yeah, it is just the common understanding. It's just common understanding. Singapore was okay. So back then, I should remember Singapore dollar to Malaysia dollar is 1 to 1. Then become 1 to 2. Then become 1 to 2.5. 1.25 become 1.3. Then 1.3 become 1.3, 1.32, 1.33. You get the point. So you get the point. Yeah, one Singapore dollar changed to one Malaysian ringgit. Because okay, from what I know back then, back in my the elder generations, like 30, 40 years ago, my friends mentioned that his parents' siblings, that era, right, have like multiple different siblings. One went to Australia to develop, one went to Singapore to develop, one went to Indonesia to develop, one went to Thailand to develop, one went to China to develop, one went to Hong Kong, one went to Taiwan. That means one family, all their siblings, and only one left. The youngest stay back in Malaysia and take care of their parents. Wait, where in Malaysia are your parents originally from? Um, I I forgot. I forgot. Somewhere around there, I guess. So currently, my friend mentioned that because it's close friend lah, mentioned that the the sibling, okay, the sibling that spread out to different countries, right? The sibling in Australia and sibling in Singapore, which is my friend's parents lah, they are the richest in their generation. They are the richest in their generation. Ah, they are the richest in their generation, and the ones that go to Hong Kong, the one that goes to China, the one that goes to Indonesia, the one that goes to Vietnam, the one that stay in Malaysia, they are well off, but not in comparison to Australia and Singapore. Yeah, so it's like one family split up into so many countries, and then if one got into trouble, like for example, got accidents, car accidents, leg need to have a surgery, they just pull in the money. The one that is living in Singapore or the one that living in Australia provides the huge majority of the sum of the money for the surgery lah. Let's say if the surgery costs $100,000, everyone give $10,000. The Australian one give 30K. The Singapore one give 30K. Yeah, you get the point. Because after all, they are siblings. They grew up together for a good solid 20 years of their life. So they share the same blood. Yeah. After all, they are siblings. So yeah. In Singapore and Australia, these two are the wealthier countries in comparisons. Amazing. And the one that goes to China, the one that goes to Hong Kong, they are a bit struggling here and there lah. But still okay, still okay. If they suddenly needs to withdraw 30K, a bit difficult. But for Singapore, the one, right, and the one in Australia, suddenly to draw 30K, they can do it. They can like, okay, 30K for my sibling, just imagine take it. Yeah. I think you understand, right? Because you're also from Australia. You're from Singapore to Australia, so you've been to two wealthy countries. You've been to two different wealthy countries. You understand the point? And then I mentioned this several times in my show. I think I mentioned this to you. I want to have how many kids again? How many children do I want to have? Do you remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And my mom is Indonesian. Oh no. You forgot how many children I want to have. I mentioned this several different times. 1 or 2 can already. No, for me. How many children do you think I want to have? I mentioned this several times already. You're my VIP. You are my VIP for so long. 3, right? Nope. Second guess. Nope. What will you say? 4. Close. I want to have 6 kids. 2 boys, 2 girls minimum.